55 to 59. And that was the Korean era. Fortunately, I didn't have to go to Korea. I was still in college. I was military college in Vermont, graduated, then went from there into Quantico for officers training. And well,
I want to recognize everybody for their service. I can't thank you enough. I got involved with the organization a number of years ago, and although I hadn't served, I did so in honor of my father, who was a World War II veteran. I dropped out of high school at the age of 17 in 1941, so he could go serve 4 years over in China, Burma, India. My grandfather served on the Western Front, World War I. My father-in-law is a combat medic in the Army who served in Korea, and was awarded 2 Purple Hearts. So I have a very soft spot in my heart for all of our veterans, and I'm in awe of the courage that it takes for all of you to serve.
I would like to swear us in for this mission. So ladies and gentlemen, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign or domestic, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of this one last mission with honor, of which I am about to engage. So help me God. Who are we? What are we? All right, you guys ready? We'll line up over here, gate 10.
To all of my veterans, thank you, first and foremost, especially my Vietnam veterans, all right? Listen, let me tell you guys something. Don't let anybody call you baby killers, because, look, I was born in 1971, so I'm one of many babies that you protected. So, okay, how about that, all right? You never got the warm welcome home that you deserved 50 years ago. I'm giving it to you today. Welcome, and thank you for a job well done. the Washington Monument.
Was a rivet counter on ships in the Navy. And Kilroy was, people were stealing his work. He would mark where he had worked it. Hey, you guys just continue down the mall. We'll catch you.
Right down.
Straight down. And Kilroy was having his work stolen, so he started doing that to show that that was his number that he had counted. And then Kilroy, it became worldwide. And it was very famous in Korea and Vietnam. We saw a lot of Kilroy in Vietnam.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Good. Good looking group.
Yeah.
All Purple Hearts.
All right, we got a long hike here.
bridge of the tender, and he used to sleep up there. And at the end of the day, we used to go up and play cribbage.
On the bunk?
In his, well, the little area where it was like a lookout area. He had a square room with all windows around. And that's where he had all his flags, where he would send up the whatever the captain requested. So but it was so hilarious just to get off of duty and just go up there and spend that time. And then I found out after years, we stayed in touch, but when I came back and I found out prior to being able to physically visit him again, he had passed away. And I was able to go to his service, which was in California at the Air Force Base where he was cremated. And I was able to go in and do a speech and recital of what my memories of Lester Hobbs were. And it's hard to believe that the years have gone by so fast. We forget to stay in touch with a lot of the people that served in the military. So
But my dad was not talk about. I didn't know my dad was a war hero until I was 13. I didn't know he was a war hero. He had a Silver Star in World War II, and I didn't know he never. So I guess I'm just the opposite. I talk and talk and talk.
Right.
This is here is the most interesting thing you'll see here. 58,000. How many dead in World War II? 483,000. Here, 36. But look at United Nations. Now watch this. Missing 8,000. United Nations
We're going
missing
downhill.
470.
We're going downhill.
That's right. Can you tell a story?
Well, I just did. And then captured. My best friend's father was captured in Korea, taken from below Saigon, Seoul, South Korea, and taken all the way to China. His name's over here, Captain Anderson, and he was the commander of the Death March in Korea. My best friend never met his dad. He was killed in Korea while my best friend was in his mother's womb. Yeah, interesting, isn't it? So he never met his dad. And his dad, they have not brought his body back yet. When a couple of years ago, when Trump was really getting friendly with the idiot from North Korea, we thought maybe we'd start getting a bunch of bodies back, and we haven't. Nothing's
Coming, like walking through this area like at night is pretty surreal.
My name is Elaine Ruth Buck. I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma. The reason I joined the Navy was I'd never seen the ocean. So I wanted to see the ocean.
Excellent reason.
Yeah. I don't know much about it. I was always used to being outnumbered by the guys. There were always more men around than there were women. I was the only girl in my class, and they kept telling me that if they didn't make it, they were going to be pushing planes on a ship. And at that time, I couldn't figure out where they'd put me on a ship, so I didn't worry about it. So. And I've got a good push helper. Yeah, my youngest daughter went into the Navy, and then my brother said, I'm going to have to go to the Army, and I said, no, just join the Navy. At least you'll have a bed to sleep in. So he tells me that now he appreciates that he had a bed to sleep in. Yeah.
Excellent.
Short orders. Post. And orders. Remain as directed. Orders. Echo. Ready. Hey. Reset. Off. Right shoulder up. Post. Right. Hey. Forward. March. Guard. Halt. All out.
It's looking better, Jim. It's looking good.
All right, like this. There you go, like that.
That's why you back up a little bit, it'll look even better. And I need to get the rest of the sign off the top of your head.
Military service men and women to remember what it's like to be away from home. Sometimes in harm's way, sometimes not, but just away from your loved ones for a long period of time. If you remember, you can think back and put yourself in that position. There's nothing more important than communication with your loved ones, right? And you all remember those days, every day. We wait, we hear those words. Mail call! Oh yeah, hell yeah, it's mail call time. When I call your name, raise your hand. Where's Tom Quay Jr.? Tom Quay. Running back, runs to the back. Keith Sacco. Where's Keith? Keith's back to right behind him. Bob Schaefer. Where's Bob? Same place. Bob, right there, right there. Bob Schaefer. Dwayne Hawthorne. Dwayne Hawthorne. Way back left. Where's Gary Hacking at? Gary Hacking. It's right there, Gary. Carl Grosclose. Carl Grosclose. There you go. Mail call, Robert Fontana. Robert Fontana, right there. Where's Chris Ebaugh? Chris Ebaugh. Right there, Chris Ebaugh. Antonio Banderas. Antonio, just kidding. Where's George Hoffman? George Hoffman. He's got two packages, George Hoffman. Abe Hinton. Mail call Abe. Abe Hinton, raise your hand. Abe Hinton. There you go.
Ready to rock?